Hi there, everybody. Welcome back to another edition of Elk Calls here ahead of the rubber match between the Bend Elks and the Yakima Valley Pippins in the final game of the first half schedule for the Bend Elks. Here with shortstop Elijah Jackson for the Elks, returning for your second season in Bend this summer. Had a breakout first year. And so it's been kind of a difference of the two first halves from last year to this year. Last year you had a really good first half as a team, went 17-10, ended up finishing just a game and a half back of the eventual WCL champion Corvallis Knights. This year it's been a little bit of a rockier start to the season, going 11-15 so far. What's been the difference in the two seasons you've seen so far as the first half goes?
The difference, well, we have a new team, new coaches this year. I don't know if that has anything to do with anything, but I know last year we came out to the field every day and it was like we knew like we were going to win. But it's a new year this year, and hopefully we've been through our trials and tribulations, and we're just building off of every single game now. And I think we're going to have a solid second half of the summer. I think we're going to do really good.
And it seemed like it's been a gradual progression throughout the season so far. You guys kind of started off slow and really, quite frankly, couldn't score anything outside of the first inning. But now you guys have been able to put rally after rally together to win several games in extra innings. Just talk about the progression of this team over the course of this first half so far and how much you guys have chemistrized together.
Yeah, everybody on this team, you can see their fire just getting gradually and gradually bigger. The longer that they're here, they want to win games. They don't just want to waste their summer just being out here at the field for no reason. They want to get better, and winning is always better than losing. I mean, with we don't try to make it a walk-off scenario every single night. We want to get up before we go into the last inning, but just having those games where they come back or in the 8th or 9th inning to tie it up, or when we are fighting and clawing our way back to tie the game to get into extras or walk it off. It just shows that we have a lot of fight in us still. We never get down. Our heads never drop because we know we're always still in the game.
And that was kind of the end of last season. Although you guys didn't have exactly the ending you wanted, you fought till the very end and ultimately just came up short of a playoff spot on a very controversial ending to your guys' season. Ended up missing it against the team you were fighting for, which is the current team you're playing right now in Yakima Valley. Just how heartbreaking was that for you guys to have your season end that way?
Well, it was tough because we know that we were a better team than them. We had a solid group of guys last year that played pretty much every single game. So coming down to the wire, I mean, the playoffs, it might have been a little bit of a stretch because we were a little bit short-staffed. But we always want to win, and we're coming for that spot this year.
100%, and you guys still had a successful run, getting the first winning record for the Elks since they won it all in 2015. And then personally, you had a very successful season, going first-team All WCL honors, hitting over 300. Just how much did that personal success mean to you to be able to take that step in the summer?
Well, we worked a lot last year. Every single day we had a handful, a solid group of guys that came to the field early and got their work in. And there were multiple of us that got first team on the Bend Elks last year. And so if it wasn't just me carrying, it was a lot of other teammates as well that helped me get there. And, you know, hitting is contagious. So if I was leadoff or batting second, whatever the case scenario, I would set the tempo or somebody else in front of me, and we would just build off of that, and it made us all a better team together.
100%. And then you and Joey have kind of both been along this journey together. First year as head coach, your first year with the Elks, now back again this summer, and now ultimately he's going to be at Seattle U, which is where you're going to be playing next season. Just describe your relationship with him.
I can't say enough about Joey. One of the best coaches I've had. I love coming to the ballpark every day, picking his brain, doing the early work. He really takes pride in, the glove in the infield. He played infield as well, so I love just working with him. And like you said, I'm going to Seattle next year, so I like working with him a little bit more than I'm letting on. I just can't say enough about him. I love Joey.
100%, and then now getting this opportunity at Seattle at a D1 opportunity after quite a long journey through your collegiate career, going to 3 different schools. Just how much does it mean to finally be on top of the mountaintop, and how are you just able to trust the process all along the way?
Well, I always knew in the very end that I never lost faith or anything like that. That's really what it was. It's really a bet on yourself. It's a gamble the whole entire time. I can't do it without the support system I have back home. I wouldn't have been able to make it this far without my family, friends, and everything like that. But I'm happy where I end up. I'm still excited where it's going to take me. The career's not over yet. We're still going. We're trying to reach the mountaintop. And hopefully working this year with Joey, we can make it happen.
Absolutely. And then now seeing also another future teammate that you get to play infield with and kind of build chemistry with, and Tyler Peterson. How exciting is that for you to be able to get that chemistry built already and that foundation set this summer and take that into the spring?
Yeah, it's super awesome. I knew even before I knew I was going to Seattle, before TP knew he was going to Seattle, I knew he was a great guy. He was one of the first buddies I gravitated to out here this summer. And now that he's going to Seattle, it just puts a little cherry on top, knowing that this won't be the last time I see him this summer or play with him. I'll be with him. Might even room with the guy this year. You know what I'm saying? Who knows? But we got a lot of guys over here. We got Ryan going. Luke Allwood just made 3 amazing starts for us. He's a Red Hawk. We got Brady too down. He hasn't pitched yet, but yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be fun.
And, of course, Allwood, just a great guy, too, just with that standoff yesterday or on Sunday. That was hilarious.
I don't know how it lasted that long, personally. I knew my bicep would have got tired just from holding the hat that long. Through 7.5 innings, that was crazy.
Unfortunately, the ump went that way first before the left side, right? Exactly. But just looking at the outlook for the rest of the season, what is your guys' outlook and just what you're trying to do, what your goals and mentality is heading into the second half?
Well, we are really looking forward to, playing every game like it's our last. We know that tomorrow's not promised. And just focusing every single pitch of the game, taking no pitches off. And I think that will translate to everything. The win column, it'll translate to our offense. The pitchers, it'll keep them more locked in so that we don't get those freebies constantly throughout the game. And I think it'll just be a win-win. We're going to come together and lock in as a team, take no pitches off. That's really our mindset going into the second half.
Elijah Jackson, ladies and gentlemen, one of the veterans on this Bend Elks squad as the Elks look to finish their first half on a high note tonight against the Yakima Valley Pippins rubber game starting at 6:35 here at Vince Skenna Stadium.